Okay. Alright, picking up with where we left off. I believe we're on like the investigation? Yep. Investigation part. So, December 26th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Maya! Hey, Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I am not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Poor Maya. For a second it was like, why is she... Oh, right. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Woo. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. Sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. I mean, is she really seeing her sister though? Considering she doesn't remember the things that happen when Mia's there anyways. Anywho's. Well, I guess there's not anything else to do here. Did all the talking. I don't think I have anything to present to her. Unless we're like, talk about your mom. Oh, is she gonna talk about it? My mother. Now that I've shown her that the picture, I'm not sure it was the right thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it was the wrong the wrong thing to do. Well, I'm just curious. Usually they're just like, oh, they don't have anything to talk about. Well, I guess we'll go back to the lake. Lake Park entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything new to examine. Okay. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Keonce. Or Keons. I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today. Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. But you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks? Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. Bum, bum, bum. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know wow, brain. I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Wow. I mean, there's not anything new here, right? Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything new. I wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. If she wanted to get into the outdoor spirit. Don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. Well, they sure didn't draw those in. Time to continue chasing Gordy, right? Hope you're doing well today, Intercity. Can't believe I'm gonna drive a car down here. I do remember that part. There's the very obvious no camping sign. Yeah, I was gonna say she's just leaving it here. Surprised it's still there. I don't think there'd be anything to see back in the boat rentals, but maybe someone's working today? Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Well, probably never mind then. It's floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from the dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. Okay. Well, guess we head back out then? Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Okay, anything new? No, just the normal. I mean... the only thing we can do is go to one of these. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Is that everything then? Nothing else here? Nope. Just trying to click on him. Rook to bishop 7. Checkmate! I don't believe it. Okay. Wait, why is the other place not available now? Okay, so she's back with us. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry. I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine next time I witness a murder. Next time. Wow, hi, Sarah. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gordy? Right! Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckoned we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was supposed to be, it was supposed to make it up to us? Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey! I see you thinking how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? Deal or no deal? What do we do, Nick? That's just deal, I guess. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa! Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean? Gordy, I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, then how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Okay. Guess we'll go further in. What in the world is going on here? Gourd Lake Public Beach. What's that? Also, we haven't even been gone that long. When did this pop up? The Steel Samurai, Nick! Yo, Maya! Larry, what is that? Oh, it was my girl Keonce's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here. It would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's real impressive. She could find those, find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh? Hey, Larry! Did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quick. Transferred? Right. When the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy. I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it here yet? Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah. It's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here, I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Those flags look sadly out of place here, flapping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know. I think it gives the place kind of a festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What is that? Yeah, what is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh. I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what is it? Let me out. Thinking to investigate the things I've checked before. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Person whose glasses frames are the largest wins. Alright, how do I fare? I can't get over the samurai dogs. The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea! What have I done? Okay. Whoop. I didn't mean to hit there. Thank you. Hey, Nick! Benches! Let's take a break. Maybe have a dog? I think not. It's too cold to sit and eat hot dogs out here. Wimpy city boy. You should try standing under a freezing waterfall sometime. I'll pass. Huh? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat dogs, right, exit. Just double checking in case there's any new dialogue. Trash can's empty. This place is well maintained. Yeah, that's the same. Wow! Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah? Say, Nick, why is it... Yeah, we've talked about this already. Why is it called Gourd Lake? Yep, gourds used to grow. Yeah, also looks like a gourd. Yep. Yeah, okay. Must always check trash cans for loot. And break any pots that you see too. Anything new? Nope. That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. Not what I was anticipating him talking about, but okay. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. Is there really not anything else? Probably closed because of the murder. Forest. Okay, same as it was last time. Okay, it was worth a shot. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Wow. What? Well, okay. Nope. Yep. She sneezed so loud. Oh, that's funny. I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to a little softer than a bang. It trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Sob. Oh, man. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photo... Wow. Yeah, let's just continue with that. I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. UFO. I get it. A UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career-making photo this time round, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. It still doesn't have a check mark, but okay. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy? And it turns out like this enlargement did. Y'all crazy? A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do y'all think I am? Kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial? Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Again, I know that they just put these lines in when they're like, oh, we haven't programmed it in to talk about this thing that you're presenting. But she just said, yep, I have to say I know exactly squat about that. And this was Lotta's deposition. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. Why can't she talk about what she said? Anywho's. I don't think that'll do any good either, but... Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I did that enlargement. No kidding. If we didn't have that, Edgeworth would be in prison now or worse. There's never a lack of drama when you're on a case, is there, Nick? Why are you always on the verge of horrible failure like this? Careful or the stress will send you to an early grave. Thanks for the cheerful message of support. I don't think there's anything really to talk about, but gotta do what I gotta do to get me a picture of Gordy. That's why I raised the sensitivity of my mic. Just watch yourself from now on, okay? Sorry. Now she's upset. I don't know. What else am I supposed to find about Gordy? Because there's not been anything in any of these spots. And we didn't run into... What's his face? Oh, there's Gumshoe. Okay, I was like... Yeah, I somehow hadn't made it back. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait! You didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides, money, that is. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Eek! You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Or, sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1. Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy! Here he is. Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick! Cute dog! A cute dog. And this will help us? How? Next secret weapon, number 2. A fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah! How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know until you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? Can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. It's a metal slime. Decisions. Brain. Ugh. Sorry, I'm seeing the weird flashing thing again. And now it, nope. Just as soon as I was about to be like, and now it stopped. Nope, didn't stop. Okay, okay, never mind. I'm just losing my mind, guys. Apparently that's all it is. I mean, maybe there's a chance the dog could do something, but Now, what are we looking for with the metal detector? I don't know. Maybe missing bullet on the beach. Because he was only shot once. But supposedly 2 shots were heard. But also it said the gun was shot 3 times. So maybe the metal detector could help in that sense? With finding missing bullets? I have no idea what you would find with the fishing pole. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. I don't know if it's going to help us with the monster, but maybe it'll help with the case. Or something else. I don't know. Earlier we had the option to go to Grossberg, and I haven't seen the option since, which kind of weirds me out. Anything new? Nope. How am I supposed to use the... Present the metal detector. I don't know. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. I guess it was on the boat, so... Okay, we don't have to do anything. Besides just go here, apparently. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! That looks like a glass bottle, not metal. Or is it an air canister? Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. Wow, a mecha dragon. It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. Okay. Got anything to say about this? This has you and your girlfriend written all over it. Considering what he's got behind him. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? What? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There are strings of flags everywhere these days. But like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? Well, I would have said to inflate something, but it's interesting that it says to go diving. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy Steel Samurai. His face is twitching. I don't think a diver would need to be that inflated anyways. Or maybe something in the water that causes controversy and makes people come. Maybe he blew it up too much. Now, why would you go ask me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well. As I suspected. It didn't go so well? Did it land in the lake? And by it, I mean like it blew up. Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I don't really want to talk about it. Tell us! I like his teeny little eyes and his blushies. Fine. Yeah, I plead the fifth. Whatever. It's like what I said. The compressor was busted. So I took the tank and I tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blam. Yep. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off in the gourd lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill flew away. Blah, blah, blah. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, fiance gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. The flying steel samurai. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So, you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Does he say anything else if I present that picture to him again? Nope. Yep, okay. Actually I meant to inspect it. Oh, I didn't have the date listed? I was gonna say that, is that when it blasted off? There she is. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist? Of course, I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist.
Take that!
Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? It's out there somewhere, just not here. This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. Bang? Can't just prove Gordy doesn't exist. Except for that's what's letting us do right now. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? That's why it's been closed. There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. Shows an empty lake taken automatically at 11:50 p.m. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry. This is Phoenix. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Oh boy. Nothing else there. Before I go anywhere. 12:24 at 11:50. That's not it. There we go. And that's 25 minutes later. Brain is trying to wrap my head around how that plays in exactly, minus the fact that it says 24th or 25th for his death certificate or autopsy, whatever. Man, my throat. I may not be able to do this for super long. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. I mean, can we go inside? Okay, we can now. Caretaker's shack. Here's a parrot. Meg, that you? Eek! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg. Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello. Squawk. Because I could have just kind of made a squawk, but oh well. Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith. Yes? I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick? What's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello! Hello! Yep. Snoring. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. He's got the snot bubble. We have an ad coming up in about 4 minutes. My throat is already feeling kind of scratchy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start our ad break sooner and go get some tea brewing. So, let me pull up our mini game. I know, not like this, huh? But yeah, if I don't get tea, I don't know if I'm gonna make it much further than investigation even. So, if we have any hopes of getting far enough, we'll have to get this taken care of. So I will be back in a few minutes. And you guys make sure you stretch, get something to drink, all that good stuff. And I'll see you back here. Good attempts, good attempts. So Sarah was doing it for a bit. And then alrighty. The tea is still brewing, so I'm gonna have to wait until it's finished brewing and also becomes drinkable temperature. But hopefully that won't take too terribly long. Trying to make sure my cord's not pulling anything off. Okay, back to it. Alrighty. Well, you know, before we wake him up. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Look, a little safe. It's locked. She checked. She checked to see if it was locked. Wow, he has a television in here too. This fishing pole looks expensive. He has a kotatsu. Gib. Wow. Were they worried that people wouldn't know what a kotatsu was? So they had to say, he has an look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what, talk about murders? Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick. It's not a... the blanket. Ah! Was that it? Well, I want to know what they said in Japanese here. Cause... Wow! What an amazing parrot that is! Good morning! Hello! It ignored me! What? You forgot me? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello! Hello! Squawk! Alright, that's twice now. I keep just alternating. See? Neat! So the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot added to the court record. Too bad all she couldn't say is hello. Ha ha ha! Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? I'll come back to that in a minute. Looks like the kitchen unit is pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. I don't know why he's running it here, though. Alright, Polly. Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly! Squawk! Cute! Maya's found a new friend. Okay. A pasta shop? Yep. To think, the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg. Yes? Tomorrow we'll start the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Oh boy. Right, of course. Everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. I don't know if he has enough mental capacity to actually know what that is. I have to wake him up every time. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days. I didn't understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Oh, good. Okay, so she doesn't have anything new now that she knows the code. He doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot going on. Not what I meant to do. Is there anybody to talk to here? Edgeworth is in questioning. Come back later. Guess so. Okay. Now Grossberg is an option. Mr. Grossberg is on vacation. Okay. Wait, so the only way... Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Misbehaving's much more fun. It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Interesting. I don't understand why it decides sometimes you can choose certain places and sometimes you can't. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Ah, that's right. Let's come back later. Did I miss? I guess I didn't go to the woods. Or is there something else I missed? What haven't I done? Oh, wait. I probably could try and present something to what's-his-face. I didn't even try asking him about anything. Durr. I was just ready to get out of here, I guess. Erstwhile companion of the boat shop taker answers to the name Polly. Oh, I think this is still too hot. The outside feels too hot. I don't want to burn my mouth. Probably knows nothing, but... Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow bolioli. I figured out the last word we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Nope, doesn't work either. Nope. Not that one either. Oh yeah. Oh no. Maybe I should have just presented Polly. Or did I? I don't even remember. What haven't I tried? out of him? Well, I did talk to him about all the options, right? I tried that one. Tried that one. Ah! Try that, I tried that, I tried that, I tried that. Nope. Aha! Show my badge. That's a liar's badge. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. Hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Yep, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. Okay. Alright, I'm getting desperate. Okay, since I blew on it, it wasn't as hot as it could have been, but man, that fogged up my glasses. Yep, that's helping some. Okay. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. Must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait. I had one more question. Huh? Polly! Have we forgotten something? Ah! Don't forget, DL6! Ah! Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6! Ah! What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister! I mean, Dad! Oh boy, snoozing again. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird, Polly, know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh! What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Maybe so. I guess I know where we need to go next then. I was like trying to move through. Oh no! Move. See out. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Is it time to borrow a missile? Can we? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah? The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Do I have anything currently that connects it? Besides this photo? Present Polly. That'd be interesting. Maybe it'd work. It's not here, but... What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Well, yep. Yeah, Polly was actually... So, what's confusing is it's like, hey, you have this in the court record. But then it's like, well, is it like an image of the thing? Is it an idea of the thing? Or is it the actual thing? Because it'd be hilarious if we just were walking around with a parrot being like, yep, here's the evidence right here on my shoulder. This parrot. Alright. Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget, DL6. Huh? Is that enough to convince you? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Just move there? Yep. Oh. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick! 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when we suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Okay. Well, first I'll have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary, found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out. That would be a good time to get revenge on a lawyer you didn't like. Wow, that was some earthquake! At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. You have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it! Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So, he was in the elevator with his father? Yes, we already covered that. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the third, so this is Maya reading, or saying it. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so he had brain damage. Hey, you think he might have us kids named Keith and Meg? He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. Still, I don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Oh, so we didn't actually pick from those. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. It'd be hilarious if we call him Dad when we're there at the court. Oh, man. Oh, my throat. I want to keep going, but I'm a wee bit concerned about my throat keeping up. Does it have an option to save in the middle? Like if we haven't gotten to the end? Do you know, Seraph?
Also, just so you know, I didn't need to go give a round today.
Okay, that's good. Should I do a quick Googling? I'm just curious if I wind up having to stop in the middle. And I'm getting a phone call. 1 minute. Uggy, I'm back. Also, I just realized I forgot to check and see. Looks like maybe... I mean, I haven't been using keyboard. It looks like maybe I can hit escape to save in between, so I guess we'll find out. So, hopefully, that's true if I was looking at the right one, right? Yeah, that is for the trilogy, okay. So hopefully, for some reason, I have to stop in the middle. We'll be okay. Oop. Yeah, we already saved. Okay. Just in case my voice tries to give out. Oh, back to this annoying guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Objection!
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted that this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory... Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the middle of the 24th, it was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I, rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat, just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection!
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now! Yes. Mr. Wright? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me? Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. They're still gonna get mad at me for pressing things.
Hold it!
Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Objection!
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see, continue. There's a lot of stuff that I'd like to... It's interesting. He states the first one pointing forward and then turns his head. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty thick, but he was right in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. If I know Von Karma, he spent time preparing his witness. I'm not going to find out contradictions very easily in this testimony. Ooh, it's tough being a lawyer. Just press the thing about... Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! He did it. Dead certain, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that this person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Oh, come on! Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. That's all it shows there. Is that even gonna work?
Objection!
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. You're not gonna say it was mirrored, are you? That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Then why would he be left his prints at all? Dum-dum. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I mean, I can't just raise... I can't present things...
Objection!
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. Also, if you had just shot him, you wouldn't have be saying, I can't believe he's dead. Ugh. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells it all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Irk. Nick, do we have evidence? I mean, we have evidence of who he probably is. It's not good. There's nothing I can do. Or it's no good, really. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. He's already asleep. He basically left. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! They didn't give me any option. Humph. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month! A month! We can save him, but not solve the case with... That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Larry. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Oof, that's not nice. Oh man. I was wondering if the mouse, mouse disappeared. That's funny. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. So go back to the beginning of the game, right? Get butts up there again. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. There was no objection. Shocker. Okay, we have an ad that's about to start. Sorry that we, had to take the break in the middle, and then now the ad wants to run again. So, I guess we'll BRB. That'll give me more time to drink more tea and hopefully get my throat through this. I present to the thinker. Yeah, thinking real hard with his tongue sticking out of his mouth. Alright, anyways, I will see you guys back after the ad break. Sorry again for the ad. Alrighty. Drink more tea. Don't know how much it'll help, but hopefully enough. Alright. Woo! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. I mean, if he found the air tank, why would that have been in the bushes, though? He at least found the blow-up. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. No pressure. Larry's actually the murderer, you know. It really was full circle. Larry accused of murder and innocent. Comes back around. Larry actually the murderer. No, I'm just kidding. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Larry was behind DL6 this whole time. Yeah, as like a 9-year-old. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Out on a boat in the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out, went out in the boat. By that time, everybody had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. Now, why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something. Slip the boat back in. Around what time was that? Oh, well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. Humph. This photo back here. What was it? Did it move up? They changed the order on me, and that weirded me out. Anyways, 1150 shows an empty lake. I mean, that wouldn't be a contradiction, that just confirms what he's saying. But would that make it... I don't want to get punished for presenting something I shouldn't present. But that would almost back up the story, minus the fact that if he was coming back, why wouldn't his boat be in the picture? So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? That was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Oh, that'd be so much more lenient now. Oh, yeah. What do I have? Present everything. Leave out nothing. The problem is it's also presenting things at certain parts. I wish I could just present and be like, I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. I just thought of that. The deposition. She claimed there was 2. Meanwhile, the gun says there was 3 shots fired from it. So when was that 3rd shot fired? This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. What? Did I present at the wrong spot? Maybe wrong statement. Bird. Okay, I should have presented it there. Lamb. What? Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? I mean, what if he wasn't here the previous day? Well, he was here for that, but today's one though, so. Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? His face is twitching again. It was the echo. Yeah, it could be. But the gun still says it was fired 3 times. Who knows why? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones. What? Order! Order! And stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? Or that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Your Honor, please allow this witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right! Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. Impressive. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
We're like, leave Larry alone! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay. Well, what did he say? Or she say? What did she say?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. should carry Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," before midnight. I heard the gunshot. Okay. But this says 24th or 25th. This shows 12:15, and this shows 11:50. Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? Spell it out for him, Phoenix. When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo. Oh, that's the judge talking. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25:15. At 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
Suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? I think he's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me there was evidence. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. I mean, it says it was fired 3 times. Would that be sufficient evidence? Oh, no, but it, no, not that. But that shows there was a sound then that made it take the picture. Okay, we're good. Yep. I was like, there's nothing on the lake in the photo, so that wouldn't be it. And then I was like, wait, but the sound is what makes it take the picture. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does this leave us? Or where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be?
Objection.
That's true. Yeah, why wasn't it, was it 2350? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There's no proof that the loud noise at 1150 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. It wasn't that sensitive at that point. Thank you very much. Hey! My nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 1150 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the courtroom evidence if you have any. The gun itself was said to have been fired 3 times. I've been wanting to use that for ages. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on the that night on the lake. Why hasn't anybody been asking it? Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Well then. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Private Detective Phoenix, right? Oops. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat were. Or boat are. If he shot the or even shot at the murderer, wouldn't he have said something? Of course, he's already been blamed for somebody else. Did they ever say where the body was found? Did they even find the brain? I mean, it's not that one. Because the idea is that he was framed. So it's Edgeworth and one of the two, but if it was Hammond and he's already dead, he wouldn't be standing. But why hasn't Edgeworth said anything if he was on the boat with the murderer? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. And after the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Okay, so that's how you're saying it. Okay. Posing as him. Brain power. Yeah, he said this case was similar to the last case. Yeah. Yeah, brain power. At least my brain's doing a little better than it was when we started the stream, because when we started the stream, I was like just prior to that fighting to stay awake. I had a full tummy and I was just like, What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Yeah, it's a lot of heart. No. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. I mean, we do know in that sense, but out of those options, we didn't know. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go? Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? I mean, he had a really clean kitchen. Are we saying it was... Would it have been anywhere else? I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't know where else to press other than the... Take that! Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Objection. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Searching for an hour. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. Yeah, so he would have been close, yeah. In other words, the gunshot was very close by. Or very, very close by, rather. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. It's Larry. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. My tea's all gone. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. I mean, if he doesn't know what he looks like, why would he even need the coat? Probably just not to look like a boat shop caretaker or whatever. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I mean, they make it look like it's supposedly Edgeworth, but that makes the most sense. Yeah. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then... No, why was there only one photo and not 3? I mean, when it says he waits, like, it looked like the photo shows him in the process of shooting. So it must not have been like that long of a wait, but like a pop, and with the delay of the camera, like picking up the sound, taking a picture. And actually, I don't know. Maybe it couldn't do it while the process was already. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. For someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Now we have to prove it. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Boat shop caretaker, quickly. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna have to extend this. What time is it? Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, Why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. I was fast checking on the boat shop. What? What should I do? Find him quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! It's 2 murders now. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. How? It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh, and I don't think I can go any longer either. As soon as we get to the save, that's gonna be it. Oh, that stinks. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Tell us, tell us. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Uh-oh. No, Edgy. Yes, Steve. Hawkeye. This wouldn't be long. Well, I can't go on any further tonight, which stinks because I'm pretty sure I need to spend the rest of the week getting ready for other stuff. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stream again. I wasn't planning on streaming again. But it stinks because I don't want to put this off until like late next week either.